Live, trance, and prosper. Hi, I'm Dr. David Phillips, and welcome. Today is Tuesday, and Tuesday's Rant Day or Church News Days. Little church news today, and that is in the statements of purpose for the Church of Universal Loving Transformation, it says we welcome pretty much everybody. But here's the thing. You're welcome, but not welcome, depending. And that is, we are in fact a liberal progressive denomination in a non-denominational church, if that means anything. Essentially, the church is progressive and rather liberal. We're also accepting and loving, and we do in fact accept pretty much anyone, except we don't accept ideas that are in any way prejudicial or racist or sexist or homophobic. And so if your religious belief violates our tenet of "and hurt none, do what you will," we're very liberal and we don't prescribe a particular theology. We rather then go with dogma. We believe in personal experience of the divine or of the higher self within. If you choose not to believe in a divine, you're still welcome. However, if your personal experience is a bit of a dick, you're not welcome to bring that into the congregation or into the church proper. So here's the thing. If you have a religious belief or a personal belief that is misogynistic, misogyny can come in many faces. It's not welcome in our church. Women as well as men can preach. Women as well as men can teach. Women as well as men can do all sorts of things, okay? The only difference between men and women in the Church of Universal Loving Transformation is one group has penises and the other group doesn't. We accept lesbian, gay, transgendered. We accept straights, of course, bisexual, the whole gamut. We accept folks who believe in a loving, open personal experience and progressiveness. We tend not to accept ideas that would in some way diminish that. And that's partly because of the safe, sane, consensual idea that really people have to consent to things. And we also have the idea that we don't push down on others. We spend less time attacking others or diminishing others and a lot more time building ourselves up and building up others. We get no power when someone else is pushed down, and so that's important. We respect others. We respect those of other cultures. However, we don't respect the idea that certain classes of people are not worthy compared to other classes. There was a time that my family and I went to another country, a very different country than where I live. I live in Asia, so of course I am used to living in other cultures, and we were in this other culture, not Asia per se, but in the Indian subcontinent, and my wife, my daughter, and I wanted to see a movie. So we went to the movie theater, and they had separate entrances for men and women. We weren't particularly comfortable with that because of the reason for separate entrances. It implied that men and women could not interact in public. So we gave it a miss. We went back to the hotel and watched something on a computer. And then when we got back to Taipei, we went to movies together. Okay, now we were in another culture where that was the thing. So we respected it, but personally we rejected it. Okay, and the Church of Universal Loving Transformation, we reject those kind of ideas. Women don't walk behind men several paces. They don't have to cover their faces while men don't. Now, if you believe that men and women both should cover their faces, go ahead, cover your face. I don't agree personally, but if that's your thing, okay then. But may have a good reason for it, and we're just not convinced by the reasons by some folks. So, just to be clear, some ideas are not acceptable even in a loving and accepting context such as transformationism. Just wanted to get that off my chest, a little mini rant. There we go. So, you're welcome or you're not welcome. But I really hope you're welcome and that you feel welcomed and that you feel it's a positive experience for you. I hope someday I'll get to meet you in person for a very delightful, loving, and transformative experience. Until next time, this is Dr. Brian David Phillips saying, live trance and prosper. Be sure to click subscribe and like, and come back on Tuesdays for rants and news, Wednesdays for pastoral questions or seething, and of course Thursdays for trance time. Bye-bye.